It's time to get in the spirit of Halloween in a way that doesn't spook your kids. Barbara Arundon from MetroMoms is here to share the latest ways to keep your kids safe while they're out trick-or-treating. So Barbara, I know we child-proof our homes and all sorts of things, but Halloween is something that we sometimes don't think about.
That's right. We tell our kids on a daily basis, do not take candy from strangers. And yet, what do we do on Halloween?
Let them take candy from strangers.
Exactly. So you definitely want to set some guidelines in advance about safety, about budget even, about costumes, to make it a safe and enjoyable evening for everyone. Perfect. The most important tip that I have is to stay together. And you definitely want to know where you're going in advance and talk to your kids, review pedestrian rules. We always like to look for sponsored events that incorporate trick-or-treating with other activities as well. But if you are going to be trick-or-treating in the neighborhood, it may not be a bad time to check your state registered offender's website and run your zip code through it just in case.
That's a great tip, absolutely.
So Safe Kids reports that on Halloween night, more than any other night of the year, you are twice as likely to see children killed or injured by traffic. And one of the reasons is because kids are so excited, they're rushing to one house to the next, especially little kids, and also their costumes may not be reflective enough and may be blending into background decorations.
Right.
So stay together. Tip number one, definitely stay together.
That's a great tip.
For younger kids, you might want something like this. This is a hold-on handle. You can attach it to a parent's belt loop, or you can attach a couple of them and have all the kids string them together, or even onto a stroller if you've got a stroller with you too. That keeps them together. Light is really important. If the kids won't wear it as part of their costume, maybe attach it to their trick-or-treating candy bucket.
Oh, great.
But these are, they glow, they flash, there's a flashlight, and even little kids can use something like this. This is kid-powered. It doesn't use any batteries, so you don't have to worry about batteries running out.
And I love that it comes in a cute little
cute little character for the younger kids.
That.
And speaking of batteries, especially when you have an older teen that the parents aren't going to be following, you want to give them a cell phone so that they can check in with you every half hour, every hour, whatever that you've agreed on.
You know where
it may not be a bad idea to consider using an app, a locator app on that cell phone. So tip number 3, backup battery. Okay, these are from Enercell. It gives you an additional 8 hours of talk time. So you charge this up in advance. It works with an iPhone, or this is an Android phone, and it just plugs in and gives you another 8 hours of talk time on your battery.
Well, and you mentioned the app, so it can track, you can kind of keep track where your child is at all times.
Exactly. So they need to tell you where they're going. They need to call every half hour to an hour, and
you'll
then
be
you
able
can
to
check
see.
in. Mom and Dad can check in with that app, and there's quite a few out there.
Wonderful.
And then finally, most common injury, trips and skin knees. So it may not be a bad idea, and this has a belt loop too, just a little travel first aid kit with some antiseptic wipes and some Band-Aids, just in case, so you don't have to ruin the fun to run in and get patched up.
Absolutely. And so do you feel like going in a group to a sponsored event is really the way to go? Do you think that's the safest way to go?
I think it's safer, unless you really know all of your neighbors. I think it's safer, and it also really lets you do a lot more with the kid. It's not just about the candy, because they're going to get so much candy. So it gives them a lot more experiences. There's arts and crafts, there's games, and there's fun things that the family can do together.
So just making sure that you stick together, everything's well lit, you've got reflective clothing, an extra cell phone battery, all good things to take with you, and the first aid kit.
Right, and on our website, which I know we're going to link to, MetroPluxBaby.com, we have a full list of not only safety tips, but all the family-friendly Halloween activities that are going on in the Metroplex.
Wonderful. That's great. Well, these are great tips to keep us safe. And we'll have more with Metro Moms later in the show, including some really neat ideas on some do-it-yourself Halloween costumes. And straight ahead on Texas Living, it's a behind